Gambling Goose Cast. It's the Gambling Goose Cast. It's the Gambling Goose Cast. It's the Gambling Goose Cast. If you're a sports fan and wanna bet, this is the right place. Just write your picks on the internet, and I'll put them all together in one parlay. Put it in the books, yeah.
Welcome to episode 81 of the Gambling Goose Cast, brought to you by the Hangover Network. Today is Friday, July 19th, around 7:30 p.m. Central, and I'm here to give you picks for UFC on ESPN 4. We did a podcast earlier this week for The Open, where Jeremy from the Golf Channel and co-host of the Sports Hangover called in with his picks. That is still going on. Our golfers are not doing too bad at the moment. We got Xander, Matt Kuchar, Eddie Pepperell, who else? John Rahm and Tony Finau still alive. Oh, and I think I said Matt Kuchar. Anyway, and then Rory and Brandt Snedeker did not make the cut. The favorite of the tournament did not make the cut. Get your shit together, Rory. Anyway, that's still going on. Round 3 starts tomorrow. So, in the meantime, let's do a podcast for UFC and ESPN Plus 4 where we can win some more money. Let's get to the picks. All right. The main event for this card is going to be Rafael dos Anjos versus Leon Edwards. A welterweight clash. Maybe a future title contender in the mix. Who knows? Who knows? We got 5 fights we're betting on. Let's get it started. First fight we're betting on is going to be Ben Rothwell versus Andrei Arlovski. We're taking Ben Rothwell at minus 190 for the favorite. These are 2 veteran heavyweight fighters who are both on losing streaks. Who wins? Easy answer, Ben Rothwell. He's a terrible matchup for Arlovski. He has solid wrestling with a very underrated submission game. He also has a granite chin, something Arlovski does not have. Put in the books, Ben Rothwell minus 190. Next up, we have Alex Hernandez versus Francisco Trinaldo. Alex Hernandez is coming off a tough loss to Donald Cerrone. Cerrone outworked Hernandez and ended up getting the TKO. This was a good thing for Alex, however. A loss can make or break your career, and he's young enough to learn a lesson from it. He's facing Francisco Trinaldo, who's 9-2 in his last 11 fights, which is really good. But I would have liked the line to be a little bit closer here. Alexander Hernandez is minus 185. I'm still taking Hernandez, though, because I just think he's a bad matchup for Trinaldo. He's too big. He's faster. He's stronger. He's younger. I'm predicting a TKO win for Hernandez here, but we're just taking the line. Put in the books, Alex Hernandez minus 185. Next up, Greg Hardy versus Juan Adams. This is an interesting fight between 2 fighters still earlier in their MMA career. Juan Adams is 5-1, with his last fight being his first loss, but his only fight in the UFC. He's going against former NFL player Greg Hardy, who got kicked out of the NFL for domestic violence. He's a great guy. Greg Hardy is 4-1, with his lone loss coming from a DQ where he threw an illegal knee to a grounded opponent. This fight's a pick'em. I think they're both minus 115, and we're taking Hardy because his athletic ability will be too much for Adams to handle, and he'll probably get a first-round knockout. Put in the books, Greg Hardy minus 115. Next up, we have Alexei Oleinik versus Walt Harris. Walt Harris is a specimen. He's fast, athletic, and very strong. But can he avoid the sneaky submissions of Oleinik? No. No, he can't. He's going to lose his fight. Every time I bet against Oleinik, I lose my parlay. So I'm on his side now. Put in the books, Alexei, I think it's Oleinik, whatever it is, plus 125. And finally, the main event. Rafael Dos Anjos versus Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is the favorite, with Dos Anjos being plus 100 for the underdog. It's basically a pick'em. Leon Edwards is 9-2 in the UFC and is on a 7-fight winning streak. He's been on a tear lately. He's going against Rafael Dos Anjos, who is a former lightweight champion and is 4-2 since moving to welterweight. I'm taking Dos Anjos because he only loses to elite wrestler, which Edwards is not. Put in the books, Rafael Dos Anjos, plus 100. So that's my picks. Ben Rothwell, minus 190, 100 to win 53. Alex Hernandez, minus 185, 100 to win 54. Greg Hardy, minus 115, 100 to win 87. Alexei Olenek, plus 125, 100 to win 125. Rafael Dos Anjos, plus 100, 100 to win 100. We bet 25 to win 469.82. Now that's it for this episode. Quick little pod. Quick little 10-minute pod. I guess I can add another fight into this. Manny Pacquiao is fighting Keith Thurman Saturday night. I'm checking it right now, live on the podcast. Let's see the line here. Now, Keith Thurman is undefeated, and he is going against a 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. But Keith Thurman doesn't have the best defense, and that's not good against Manny Pacquiao. Now, the line is Manny Pacquiao's favored, minus 160 against Keith Thurman, who is plus 130. And I'm taking the favorite here, even though he's 40. Now, I'm not adding this to my parlay. We'll just do Manny Pacquiao plus 160. And we'll bet 100. Let's do it right now. 100 to win 62.50. You heard it here first. Should be a good fight. I believe it's on the Fight app or like PBC Boxing. I don't know. It's going to be an expensive pay-per-view. But should be a good fight. Good weekend of fights. So we got UFC on ESPN 4 and Pacquiao versus Thurman. That's it for this podcast. I'll post Sunday on Instagram the result of the golf. Hopefully finally hit one. It'd be nice if Finau hit. Or anyone hit, to be honest, to actually win one of those. I haven't had a big hit in golf since I won $5,000 off Patrick Reed winning the Masters about a year and a half. But since then, it's been nothing but duds. So it's time for a change. So put in the books, have a good weekend, and go fuck yourself.